Hi, it's Steph. I'm really excited about this next chapter. In Chapter 4, we're doing something that endeared me to a former employer. You would not believe how popular I was when I could chart important data. I was highly sought after to perform this task. My manager would take these graphs and charts that I would create, we'd print them out on color, and he would take them to meetings and brag about how good we were doing as far as a business. And again, this is a man who was rather dismissive to me at best, but when I showed him my charts of the financial information, he was wowed. And I'm sure that your employers are going to feel the same way. So without further ado, I think you should turn to page EX193. And let's take a look at what we're going to do here in our worksheet. And in fact, we need to open that up. I'm going to go out to my student files for IT111, and I'm going to open up my Chapter 4, Excel 4 tutorial file and see what files our authors have for us. And there it is. There's the Levitt workbook. So let's open the Levitt workbook. Okay, so get that Levitt workbook. There it is, Levitt workbook for the Levitt Winery. So if you work at a winery in Yakima area, this might be right up your alley. A lot of employment opportunities. We've got a winery viticulture program here at YVCC. If you're interested in that, talk to Trent Ball. That's tball@yvcc.edu. Go to our Grandview Center, and we've got a gala coming up here in March. It's a taste and teach moment. And then we've got, of course, Spring Barrel, where you can check out our winery as well. And it's open anytime you want. Just make an appointment with Trent. So open Levitt workbook. We're going to be working on the Levitt Winery. So right now I'm going to enable editing, and it says Levitt, but I'm going to save this file, save as, and save it to wherever you want, your thumb drive preferably, maybe some online cloud storage, but I'm going to save mine on my desktop, and I'm going to save it as Levitt Winery. Okay, so save it up there to your desktop, and again, you might save it in your same folder there. Whoops. My student files. Data files for text. I'm going to save it in my folder. Again, real important, file management. Make sure that you're saving it in the same spot and that you know where it's at. Makes submitting homework a lot easier. Now, let's go to the overview of the worksheet. So see where it says documentation, overview, estimated production, and so forth. Click on the overview tab. The overview worksheet provides a summary of Bob and Carol's business plan, including their loan request and business forecasts. In cell C5, so let's go to cell C5 up here, click on that, and we're going to enter $310,000 as the loan amount. $310,000, that's our loan amount. And then in cell C6, excuse me, let's go down to cell C6. Notice the formatting applied there. Cell C6, we're going to enter 8%. Okay, that's our annual interest rate. And in cell C7, I'm going to enter 12. 12 is the number of payments per year, indicated as monthly payments there. In cell C8, we're going to enter the formula equals C6 divided by C7. And that's going to calculate the interest rate per period. In this case, the 8% interest rate is divided by 12 payments per year, calculating the monthly interest rate of 0.67%. So then let's look at cell C9. In cell C9, we're going to enter 10 as the number of years on the loan. And in cell C10, we're going to enter C7, so equals C7 times, remember the asterisk is the multiplication symbol in Excel, C9. And that's going to multiply the number of payments per year by the number of years on the loan, calculating the total number of payments on the loan, which is 120. Okay. See that, there it is, 120. To use the payment function to calculate Bob and Carol's monthly payment, again, this is something that comes from the factory, the creators, I should say, of Excel. So select cell C12. Click that cell, and we are in C12. Let's make it the active cell. We'll enter the payment function in this cell. So let's go to the Formulas tab. Come up here to the Formulas tab, click on that to display the function library. And the function library, as you can see here, has a lot of things. And in the function library group, we want to click the financial button. Pull that down, the financial button. And then scroll down and click payment, PMT. So as you can see, I don't visualize it until I scroll down. So I'm kind of going fast forward. There it is, PMT for payment. So click on that. And the function arguments dialog box opens. With the insertion point in the rate box, let's select cell C8. So you can type in C8, that's great. And that's going to That's our interest rate per month is what's in C8. Then click in the NPER box. Click down here in the NPER box, and we're going to click cell C10 or enter cell C10 in the worksheet. That's the reference number. That's the total number of monthly payments required to repay the loan. And then let's click in the PV, the present value, and we're going to click cell C5 or just type in C5, and that's going to be the reference cell with the present value of the loans. So as you can see now, these values appear over here to the right. So as you can compare what you have on your screen with the screen capture in figure 4-2 on page 194, EX 194, you should see what you see on my screen. So that 0.00666667 repeating, the 120 for the NPER, the number of payments to repay the loan, and then the loan amount should be 310,000 down here. So down here, the formula result, you should see the preview of the payment value. And click the OK button if you are truly OK with that, and I am. The monthly payment again appears down there in cell C12. You can see it right there. The number is displayed in parentheses. That indicates a negative amount, specifying the amount to be paid. In cell C13, we've got an entry to make. Whoops, I missed my mark. We're going to enter the formula equals C7 times C12. Okay, so enter the formula equals C7 times C12. Multiply the number of payments per year per the monthly payment amount, calculating the total payments for the entire year. And the annual payments would be $45,000 here. Let's see. We have $45,133.87. So that's a negative number. You can see it in red with the parentheses around it. That indicates money being paid out. Select cell C12. Got it? Okay. Carol wants to see the financial impact of taking out a smaller loan. So in cell C5, let's change that amount to $250 with 3 zeros for $250,000. With a loan of that size, the monthly payment should drop down to $3,033 here. And you see what I did? Oh man, I can't believe you let me do that. Who was watching, Steph? It was your turn, because I certainly wasn't watching what I did. It said C5, and where did I enter that incorrectly? You're right, C12. Okay, edit, undo, restore it. Come up here to C5, where it says $310,000. This is one of those classic cases where Steph was chewing gum and maybe dribbling a basketball over here with one hand while he was operating his mouth with the other, and there was a disconnect. So in C5, enter 310,000, and now we'll see the change down there. And as you can see, we now have the monthly payment is a negative there. So C5, $310,000 there. Actually, I muffed it again. That was supposed to be $250,000. Let's try that. Okay. There you go. Now look at the difference. There it is. That's what we wanted to see. Just kind of a what-if analysis. $3,033.19, and restore it back to $310,000. The beauty of Excel, as our book and as I'm trying to explain to you here, despite the mistakes I've made, is that you can do a what-if analysis, play with different numbers, and see the impact it's going to have on your business. So there we go, 37, 61, 16. Let's save that again. Just come up, hit the save or Control+S on your keyboard. I like to mouse around. Maybe you like to keep your hands on the keyboards at all time. I'm going to stop here for now. This is a good spot, and we're going to pick up soon.